So yesterday was Valentine's Day, right? Story time. And I really had a good day yesterday, but this just got me thinking about a story time. Low background first. Cheers. So there's usually a lot of talk on the internet about us African girls idolizing the Western system when it comes to sentiments, when it comes to relationships and certain expectations, when it comes to standards, etc., etc., way of dating. Which is true to an extent. My sister sent me my little nephew's picture on Valentine's Day at school. He is 2 years, right? So he had this little rose for the girlfriend and blah, 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 blah. And I was just thinking, you know what? This was my life. As a South African girl, I grew up celebrating Valentine's Day, King Williamstown pre-primary. Pre-primary, you know what I mean? I had a date for Valentine's Day. I had a rose on Valentine's Day. I wore my red and white on Valentine's Day. I grew up as a South African girl knowing that my boyfriend, when I was 7, the parents' boyfriend is gonna go drop me at Steers, and my mom's gonna drop me there, and we're gonna have the ice cream for 1 rand. I'm telling you, this is a date, baby. So dating has always been something that is part of the system, is part of the culture. So I'm a girl of sentiments. I'm a girl of planned things, and it does not even have to be about money. It's not about money. It's just about being intentional. So as a person who grew up like that, whether this is Western influence or not, if that culture was introduced to me at 6 years old, you cannot come and tell me that now it's not normal. I have to undo it because it's Western influence. No, I like a person who's intentional with me, who's gonna do all those little sentimental things. If you're not sentimental and you're trying to date me, I will resent you. You don't plan anything, you don't remember anniversaries, you don't remember things, you just like out here existing. Buy me ice cream, buy me a card, write something, do a note, just do something. I'm that girl, I grew up like that. And then dating other African guys and realizing that culturally this is not a thing for them and it's painted as Western influence. They want those elements of you to shrink. I have been told that, oh, you know what, Valentine's is white people's things. Sure, but at 6 years old, as a black person who lived in Africa, I celebrated Valentine's Day, okay? My parents fed into the culture. So if you're dating me, I'm gonna be so mad if you're not going to remember anniversaries, you're not going to do anything about Valentine's Day. It's the thought that counts, it's the intentionality that counts. Someone you're dating is gonna know certain things about you. I'm that girl, I'm a lover girl, I've always been that girl. Now I'm inside this other relationship. With someone that was so committed to punishing me by withdrawing affection and love whenever we're not like in a good space. I'm seeing a pattern of targeting the things that I love the most and using them to punish me, you understand, whenever they feel like it. Okay, if you don't remember our anniversary, you don't even buy one rose for Valentine's Day, you don't do something, you don't think about something, that's going to hurt my feelings, right? So inside this relationship, the person knew that, I was that type of girl. Now, in a relationship where you're constantly failed and you're constantly hurt intentionally, especially by withdrawal of affection, you get to a point where you become numb to somebody else's actions. So at this point in the relationship, I'm a little numb, to certain behaviors, because I know that you know what to do, but you just don't want to do it, or you want to hurt me. When you get to that stage, at first I would be so reactive, like, oh my God, you didn't remember our anniversary. It's Valentine's Day. I just kind of like start talking about it days. I prepare you. I prepare you for it. I'm warming you up to the idea. And then when the day comes, I also act surprised. Surprise! I am so cute about the thing that I've been orchestrating. It's so exhausting. This has been the dynamic of things inside this relationship. But at this point, I've decided that, okay, you're doing this on purpose and you do certain things on purpose to hurt me. You choose not to pay attention to things that make me happy. You choose not to love me the way that I want to be loved. So I've decided to take a step back. I'm just existing at this point. You understand? Let me tell you something, baby. Do not underestimate the power of taking a step back. Sometimes just take a step back and not be the only one who's literally lifting the thing, trying too hard. Once you take that step back and stop over trying and being anxious, trying to make things work, the thing will crumble and you actually see that you are the relationship. There's no relationship. You are the relationship. So I got to a point where I realized that I was the relationship, and I was so tired of being of being the relationship, guys. So I decided, you know what, let me just chill, man. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be the one who's intentional, who wants to celebrate us, who wants to honor us, who wants to do things by herself. You know what I mean? You plan a thing. By the time the thing comes, you're so exhausted because you've been the one who's orchestrating and planning. You're not even enjoying moments anymore. At first, you think they don't know, but you realize that they know, but they're doing it on purpose to humble you, to punish you, to humiliate. I don't even know why. The power of taking a step back is so underrated because you become a little nonchalant when you've decided to take a step back. You know, you are numb to things that people do. They don't hurt you anymore, okay? So at this point, it's Valentine's Day, baby, okay? And I feel like inside this relationship, the energy has already kind of like been off. I am just existing inside the relationship. I'm just trying to be respectful, but I can see that, you know what, this is over. We're just coexisting here. But now when you're the person who's been holding things together and the other person thrives on seeing you trying and over trying, for some reason, they always get blindsided by the numbness. You know, it always hits them by surprise. They cannot believe that you're no longer over trying. You're no longer begging. You're no longer asking for too much. You're just chilled at this point. People who are emotionally manipulative and controlling, they always think that they have you on the tip of their finger forever. You cannot have people on the tip of your fingers forever. It's just not possible. People get exhausted. People will get tired of trying so hard to love you. So at this point, I'm just out here existing. I'm used to this vibe that, you know what, I'm not going to be celebrated. I have to beg. I have to do this. But I'm no longer begging. I'm done with that. Is the thing going to collapse? Who's going to carry it? I'm tired of carrying it alone. I think it's been weeks of just like a major disconnect inside this relationship. We don't talk, we communicate. For the sake of, like, you know, a surviving day to day. There's no affection, there is no intentionality. It's pretty much almost dead. But I feel like inside this relationship, the one person that is not used to actually lifting the weight, the controlling one, the one that thinks that they have you on the tip of their finger, they are waiting for you to complain, they're waiting for you to beg, you know. At this point, I'm just there, I'm nonchalant, I'm existing, baby, okay? It's been weeks of just like zero, nothing, no vibes, but we're heading closer to Valentine's Day. Tell me why inside this relationship, the person thinks that they want to humble me because they know that I'm going to be hurt by the whole Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is coming, and usually I'll start sending you reels of these girls that are holding big roses on the internet. Hint, hint. I'll start hinting, you know, it's coming. This time around, I'm not hinting nothing, baby, because I've accepted. I know that it is what it is. I'm no longer bothered by certain things anymore. But I feel like the controlling one doesn't know that I'm ahead of the control program, okay? They've not been talking to me inside this relationship for weeks. On this day, I was working, and usually, you know, I would get back home from work, and, you know, that's a normal system. Tell me why inside this relationship on Valentine's Day, the other one says to me, you know what, today I'm going to come pick you up from work. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, maybe they're trying to pick up pieces, save us and whatever. So I'm just like, you want to pick me up? And I'm like, on Valentine's Day, I'm putting 1 + 1 is 2, snook or knock. A big part of me is nonchalant about this whole thing at this point because I've checked out of this nonsense. But at the same time, I'm like, listen, if something happens, I will respond accordingly. I will participate and I'll be good. You understand? Because at the end of the day, I will appreciate effort. Cool. Come Valentine's Day, and I'm not dressed up for a date or anything. I'm just in between, you know what I mean? Like, I'm lukewarm about the whole thing because I'm expecting anything at this point inside this relationship. If I tell you they came in wearing flip-flops, what do you mean? Like, you just want to hurt me even further. You know I love this Valentine. You know I want this. And you know that I complain about certain things that you do. Like this day, you actually want to show me live that you are nonchalant. Let me tell you something. The person inside the relationship showed up, guys. I don't know if they were cooking before, but they were smelling like rice. They were wearing flip-flops. They're wearing flip-flops, you know. They just want to show me that, you know, it's Valentine's Day. And I'm going to show you that on Valentine's Day, I'm nonchalant about you. But this time around, they don't know that I'm ahead of the program. So they come, they pick me up on Valentine's Day. Baby, I don't know if they expected me to be like, oh, where's my flowers? It's Valentine's Day. No, I'm ahead of the program. You understand? The control is over at this point because I already know that, you know, you're doing certain things on purpose. You don't care. You want to punish me by withdrawing affection from me. Girl, let me tell you something. The car came picking me up. What a regular day. What an unbothered girl. I got in the car. I sat there. I said hello. Nobody said happy Valentine's Day or whatever. I got in the car. I had roses that I had gotten from colleagues at work. I could see that, they are so upset that I'm not saying anything. I'm not asking anything about Valentine's Day. You did this on purpose, coming here to pick me up with flip-flops so that you can humble me because I love this Valentine's Day. You think that I'm going to be upset. I'm going to cry. I'm going to ask you, why didn't you make plans? Why didn't you do this? Girl, let me tell you something. I got in the car. It was a regular day. Drove. I could see from the driving that, they're mad. They are waiting for confrontation. That's what people who like control do. You understand? They get mad when you don't give them a reaction. So I just kept quiet. I got home. I jumped in the shower as if it was not the 14th of February. The following day, I could see that they're so triggered. They're so upset because they want me to ask, oh, it was Valentine's Day yesterday. You did not do this for me. Baby, bottom line of the story is that do not underestimate the power of taking a step back. Okay? That's your relationship where you're over trying. Take a step back. Stop being the only one who's holding the thing together over trying. You are going to see people exactly for who they are. You understand? So that day I wasn't hurt. I was not heartbroken because I already had no expectations, because I know you know what to do, but you did it on purpose to punish me. Let me tell you something. I took a nice shower. I put my roses that I got from my colleagues. I was so unbothered. No confrontation, nothing. And I went to bed, sweetie, and I was just so proud of myself. Yesterday I had such a nice Valentine's Day. Even better, you know what I mean? I got nice cute things, because I had no expectations. I'm not forcing nobody to be anything to me. Like, it's just such a beautiful place to be. But I just thought about it. I was like, whose son? I remember that trip on the car when I was the one who was nonchalant. Now when you're the one who's nonchalant, when the roles have changed, now people are shocked. They cannot believe it, because people thrive on you being reactive, on you being upset. Stop forcing people to be something that they're not. People who want to be anything to you, they will be it effortlessly. So beautiful. It was so nice to wake up yesterday and be like, oh, I didn't put effort into all the things that I got yesterday. It was no anxiety, no stress, no expectation, no rubbish. And guess what? Because I had no expectations, I actually had a really, really, really great Valentine's Day. Because you're the one who came into this relationship with me. I'm a girl of Mzansi for sure. I'm a girl of Valentine's Day, okay? I'm a girl of anniversaries. I'm a girl of planned dates. I'm a girl of ice cream dates. I'm a girl of Mzansi for sure. You understand? So don't come minimize my vibe. If you don't want to do Valentine's Day, go date girls that don't do it. We would do it here. It was so nice to take my power back, son. I didn't complain. I didn't ask. I was so unbothered. Hey! It was as if the car was going to go vroom, vroom, because someone is waiting for me to say, oh, it's Valentine's Day. Well, no, it's not Valentine's Day. It's February 14th. How about that? Anyway, babies, happy Valentine's Day. Cheers.